Hey my beautiful butterflies, so welcome to your September reading, and we're going to be seeing today what is going on around you for September. So I've got my cards here, so I'm just going to do a quick shuffle and a tap and just see what the theme of the month is. So the theme of the month is money, and money is out there for you, but you have to get off your backside and go and get it. Okay, so I'm going to plonk that one up there so that you can see it, and we'll have a look at the rest of the cards and see what they say. Now, for around the first week of September, what is going on around you? Oh, it's a little bit like you are stuck in a situation between a few people. I'll call them sort of different personalities and things like that. Might be family members, might be at work. And it's a little bit uncomfortable, it feels. So you have a choice. You can stay put, you can choose not to get involved, or you can just tell people you just don't want to be part of this because, well, I won't say not necessarily is your problem, but they shouldn't be pulling you into their stuff, let's say. If you take on other people's stuff, then you're opening up a massive can of worms, and we don't want to be opening up cans of worms. Now let's going to see what's blocking you around this month. Family happiness. So there's things going on. Oops, sorry, did a bit of a wobble on the table here. Which could be wobbles at home as well. So I'm going to incorporate that into the reading because I don't generally clonk the table. So I do feel that there are things going on around your family. It's not necessarily as happy as it should be. And again, I do feel it links back to those different personalities. Now, the only thing you can ever change in life is yourself. You can try to change others, but that's not your job. You know, you can just be trying for years and years. It is not your job. Accept people as they are and let them get on with it, but put your cards on the table, a bit like mine, and tell them exactly what you expect, your expectations, and what you want out of this week for them. Now, I do feel it will settle down. So just be plain, be frank. If you're not frank, be someone else. But just tell them what you expect and do not take any rubbish from people. And then once they know that, or they understand, because sometimes people don't realise they are being, let's just say, a bit disruptive. As soon as you tell them, they might sort of think, oh, actually, I need to sort myself out. So bottom card here says that family situation will get a lot happier. Friends as well. So towards the end of the week. So I don't know if there's anything astrological going on, but towards the end of that first week, things will be settling down. I do feel money will be flowing a bit freer as well. So if you're expecting any in, well done, and enjoy it and share it because it is for sharing. Now let's have a look at the next week in September. On the happiness side of things, you have choices and you have decisions that you need to make. So there's a number of choices that you have, and if you're sitting here holding your head going, no, I'm not very good on decisions and choices, well, to be honest, if you do not have all the information on what you want to do or what these opportunities are, you're not going to be able to make a decision. So just take the stress out of it, you know, go find all the information and then you will be able to have the choices. But if this is life path stuff, generally speaking, if you are not happy now, then think about it and start moving forwards into your new path and your new life. Nothing is ever easy, whatever you want, but you will be controlling your happiness. So this is up to you. Now, what is blocking you doing this? There's a saying goodbye, or waving goodbye to a situation. So something or someone is moving on and saying goodbye. So it might be you, and there are choices linked around that. So if you are moving off, then it sort of takes some of the decisions away from you, but there's still some there. So you're reducing down the decision pot, so to speak, but definitely moving away from a situation or a person here. And it's going to be a bit tough. So I don't know if someone's emigrating or just moving quite a distance away, but it is going to pull on your resilience, so to speak, but you have got that resilience there. We all get tested at times, and if you look back, you'll realize that, well, I wouldn't have put myself through that, but blimey now, I've done well, but please, I don't want to do that again. You go through those things, but you have got it. So it is going to be like testing times on the second week of September. So let's have a look at week number 3. Now there are massive changes coming in around week number 3. Literally, this is going to rock everything. So I do feel it is linked and a follow on from this week here, and saying goodbye, and your decisions and choices. So this card is neither negative or neither positive. It is just a kick up the backside to get you onto your right path. And if you've put things in place to secure your future and where you want to go, it is going to be good. And if you haven't, then you might have some wobbles, because we do not like change. We'd rather put up with an absolute road of rubbish and stress because it's familiar than actually step out of our comfort zone into the new. And when it's forced on you, it's sort of even worse, but you have to go with the flow. And speaking from experience, it is always better on the other side. You just have to stay positive and see what opportunities and changes are coming in for you, and just move forwards from that, because there's always opportunities there, but you might not realize it. It depends what that Tower card represents in your life. Okay, so what is blocking this change? Now this card is saying it's like not much money there, so I want you to get your head out of I don't have enough money and into money is abundant for me. There's mantras there. If you are eating and you have a roof over your head, you have enough money. But don't fear the fact that moving forwards you might not have enough money, because that is not what you want to attract. Okay, you want to attract the positive, and you can see the green shoots there that the chap is holding, and that is growth. So the potential for growth is there, but you need to focus on that, otherwise you're going to block whatever good things are coming in for you. Now, bottom card here is a happiness card. So you can see the little, I'm not sure what it is, it's a devilly thing. I'm sure it has a name, and it's giving the lady a snake. Now hopefully she likes snakes, but with snakes I think of them as transformation and change. So there is change coming in around your happiness. I do feel it is for the better. It is going to be different though, so it might just take a little bit of getting used to. But also with this card, it could be an engagement or a commitment coming in. So if someone's getting engaged, have an absolute amazing time and have a whoopee-doo party. But there is a commitment coming in here, and it is not crossing, so it's not lack of commitment, but it is a definite commitment for the happiness side of things. And in the background, they look like they're having a good old drink up of their brew. So does look like it is going to be positive, and it does look like it is going to be fun. So with the last week here in September, let's see what is coming in. And if there's an extra little bit in September, because I didn't look it up, then that covers that as well. And then we'll roll into the October reading at the end of the month. So this card, it says it's all about a new journey. New things are coming in, and this is the full card in a normal pack. But I want you to just think about everything that has made you through your life. Everything you have gone through has made you the person that you are today. So I don't want any shame attached to any past events or things like that. I just want you to celebrate them and start loving yourself so that you can move forwards into your new you, so to speak. Now, also in this card, you can see the witch is dropping a few bits on the floor there. So just make sure that you are bringing everything that you need into your future and leaving anything behind that no longer serves you. But do your planning before you are moving forwards. And as long as you feel in your gut that this is the right thing to do, and we have to rely on our instincts because we are instinctual beings. Never, ever, ever let your brain talk you out of things. You need to go with your instincts. But also check that it is safe to do so, because I'm not going to say your instincts are saying jump in front of a bus. They shouldn't, because they should be keeping you nice and safe. But if they do and your brain goes no, I would then possibly listen to your brain and do not jump in front of a bus ever. Okay, because people do love you and you might not just see it at the moment, but there's a lot of love out there for you. Now, what is going to stop you on your new journey? Or it's a little bit frustration, let's say. This is a 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So you're like, yeah, I'm going. Oh, no, stop now. Yeah, I'm going. No, it stopped. And it can be extremely frustrating. But what I want to say with this card is you are exactly where you are supposed to be at any point in time now. So if you wanted to be sort of like over in Australia and you're not, then you're obviously not supposed to be there at this point in time because things aren't in place. If you're trying to get to a job interview and traffic happens, there's certain things you can control. It's called a sphere of control. So you have to not worry about things you can't control, but just worry or manage the things that you can control. So if you're stuck in a car and you're going for an interview, then you just ring them up and just apologise and see if you can reschedule. You know, there is always ways around things. And if for any reason they will not reschedule, then that job wasn't for you. You know, always trust the spirit world will put something in place. Something might seem absolutely amazing, but they can see the end game and we can't. So tend to think of things like that as blessings, and then you don't really get too upset about life. But this has taken me a long time to get here, so don't think you can get there overnight. But just remember, it's going to be a little bit slow going through the end of September, but it is going to bring in new money. So whatever is coming in, that holding pattern there of slow going is making sure things are nicely in place for the new money that is coming in at the end of the month. Now, I do feel this is silver because I'm pulled to the owl. So silver to me is a balanced colour. So whatever is coming in is going to be balanced. But I can see she's reading a contract. So just make sure, I do feel that something will need to be signed, but do make sure that you read it or get your solicitor or whoever to read it for you if there are solicitors involved in this. But generally speaking, in contracts, some of them are, I suppose, like if you're doing a bank loan or something, you just read the small print yourself. You don't tend to get a solicitor involved in that. So definite new money coming in. The theme of the cards of September is money. There's ups and downs, massive changes coming in for you as well midweek, but it does look like it is going to be a great month. So make sure you put all your positivity up there and just enjoy yourself. If you are not enjoying yourself, you are doing life wrong. Okay, so just think about it and have a great day. Now, I do daily shorts, so if you want to tune into the channel and see the daily shorts, they are inspirational. And if you would like a reading, please go to the website. It is www.butterfly-services.com, and you can see a selection of readings there. But have an absolutely fantastic time, and I will see you later. So ta-ta for now.